Uh, August 11th, 2018. Hello, everyone. Today I got this uh, freezer defrosting timer, uh, which I bought from eBay. And this one, as you can see, this one is uh, the cycle period is 10 hours 21 minutes, which means that I think it cools. The cooling mode runs 10 hours, then switch to defrost mode for 21 minutes. Okay, the reason is because I need to replace the existing timer of this freezer, this Maytag freezer. This is the back of the freezer over here. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of a story. Of course, when it's mounted this way in the back, the bottom of the back of the freezer. Let me tell you a little bit story about this. We need to. What happened was that 3 or 4 years ago, this Maytag freezer was about 6 years old, and 3 or 4 years ago, the freezer temperature started to go up, and cooling power started to go down, and I found that there was a frost buildup at the ventilation close to the bottom of the front panel of the freezer. I have I shot another video showing that, so I will also upload it. But today I just quickly show you how the timer, how the circuit works. So I figured that because of that frost buildup, I knew right away that it is the defrosting problem. Of course, I learned. I watched a few videos from the YouTube, and but we need to know where and what component is the problem. So, and I found this wiring diagram in the back of the freezer. Fortunately, let me try to focus. And over here is very clear stated this is a defrost timer. This is a defrost thermostat, and this is a defrost heater. So very clearly, this is a line. This line is the defrosting circuit, and they're including 3 components. Okay, it's very easy to figure out if the heater or thermostat works or not, just by measuring the continuity from 2 ends. Okay, for the sensor or thermostat, you need to make sure you measure it in a freezing temperature, which is about 0 degree or below 20 degree at least, I think. Yeah, make sure your freezer is running, and you measure that time. And I found that both components are good. I got continuity on both of them. So the problem must be on the timer. That's how I found out the timer is a problem. But the next question is that where is the timer located? I'm not technician. So when I thought first, the timer probably in the inside the freezer, inside the freezer, located where the the thermal control, the temperature control knob. So I opened it up and found a little box with wiring, but I found that the color of the wire to that little box is not consistent with these. Blue, yellow, and no color on this one, and this is a black. It's not consistent. Okay, there was no yellow wire. There was a blue wire and the red wire, but over here in diagram you don't see red wire there. So I know that wasn't the timer. Then I found that from here, from the diagram, you see the blue wire lead from the controller to the defrost timer. So I trace out that blue wire and found out that, you know, if I trace out from inside and see it coming out of the, you know, the freezer to the back. So I come over here. I came down over here to the back of the freezer. Over here. And let me turn on the light. And found out there's a blue wire there. I don't know if you can see it. Blue wire. And it comes from the top. You see that? The vertical blue wire here. Here is the blue wire. Come from the top of the control box down here and make a little loop and go down. And I found this little box over here in the back. I don't know if you can see it. Over here is a clear cover. Over here, and that blue wire comes to one lead of this thing. And I know right away that's I know that probably the timer. And I saw that's another thing, but then I watched more video. I saw that, you know, for each timer there is a turning knob like that, which is the cycle between cooling mode and defrost mode. Okay, for this one, it is 12 hours. Okay, which means it cycle 12 hours for cooling, then maybe 20 or 30 minutes for the defrosting. So today I'm going to replace this. And the reason that this one doesn't work was because it doesn't turn. The timer doesn't even move. Okay. If you look at carefully, there is a notch over here, and there is another one on the turning gray things. I don't know if you can see. And when these two lines match, okay, it starts defrosting mode. So no matter what you do, you just don't see the relative position between these two lines, you know, changes. Okay, so if it goes to the cooling mode, it stays in the cooling mode forever. If it goes to the defrost mode, it stays at defrosting mode forever. Okay, so that's why, because I watched that, you know, I put it, you know, the location where I know you can mark it where it was, and you go work doing something else for 1 or 2 hours, come back, it doesn't move at all. There's no change of the relative location, and you know this one doesn't work, or the motor, the timer motor doesn't, it's broken. So that's why I went and bought that, this timer. Okay, so today I'm going to replace this, and I'll shoot another video of the replacing procedure. Alright, thank you for watching.